bet it's a bullet gonna get the last laugh.
Before we start this video, PSA to everyone listening, please shoot the Iron Mans. That's what this person says on Twitter, and I totally agree. So many times I'm trying to cook, and then the Iron Man is just pouring everything into the team. The splash damage, the amount of damage, the laser beam, no one can step forward. I feel like it should be the healers or something. Heal, heal, shoot, shoot, heal, heal, Iron Man, Iron Man. It is crazy. The way that this game is evolving is really fun to see. Like if you played the game like when it first came out and then you're still playing it like now, you can see how the meta is slowly evolving. Like for example, Namor. For some reason, every single time I queue, there's Namors putting these little turret things like way up on the wall, way up on the ceiling, and those things be putting in work. I love this game. Great game. And I'm happy to see that they have this new game mode. So it says new Marvel's Rivals game mode, Clash of Dancing Lion. So it's a 3v3. The characters you can use is Iron Fist, Black Widow, and Star-Lord. So there's 3 characters. That's the only 3 characters you can use from what this says. Map, Wakanda's World Arena. So it's kind of like a what's that one car game? It's kind of like that kind of like soccer stadium where it's like you can see through the walls. It's really cool. Win condition: first team to 10 points or whichever team has the most points when time runs out. I wonder what happens if it's a draw. Like, do you go to like a sudden death or something? That'd be really cool. Like, you know how we got to get the people off the objective before the match ends. Probably something like that, right? Available January 23rd to February 14th. So this is a limited time mode. So we have a little sneak peek of what this mode will actually look like. Iron Fist has the ball, and then you have that looked like, I thought that was Magic who took the ball, but I'm guessing that is Star-Lord. Yeah, that's Star-Lord who has the ball right there. So Star-Lord takes the ball, and then Iron Fist takes it back. Now, I don't know if that kick animations, Iron Fist just be doing a lot of stuff. So it's hard to tell if these are individual animations specifically for this mode, or if this is not specific animations. But I am interested to play this because it's going to be very interesting. I think this will help with the team building aspect, right? Like I just said, not shooting Iron Man or not targeting takes. There's a lot of things that people need to work on, and putting like a 3v3, you know, pass the ball type of mode into the game, I feel like that would be really cool. And it's a limited time as well, right? There's this super viral tweet that said, triple support meta is awful. And this is something else you have to mention about the game, is how sometimes players try to queue like 1 healer, 4 damage, 1 tank. That doesn't work. There's these weird combinations that you see every once in a while. The most common meta is 2 healers, 2 tanks, and 2 damage. I think that's kind of pulled over from Overwatch. That's kind of what they do, right? And I think it's done by default. Like, you can't break that formula. But I do think it's interesting that you could play around with the formula. It's just an issue when people are like kind of bad at the game. But this person responds and says, the biggest flaw of Marvel's Rivals is sustain. I said it since the alpha. The only way this game dies is if the devs buff supports repeatedly, which sadly looks like they're doing. If they don't nerf sustain by mid-season patch, it will be an interesting conversation. I more so think it's their ability to heal and also do damage. They can heal up the whole team and then 1v1 a Magic in the back line, and it's like, what is that about? So that's the only thing that I really think about when it comes to the healers and what they're able to do. I mean, this is the highest win rates in Marvel's Rivals Season 1 so far. And as you can see, look at how many healers are here. Rocket, which I'm seeing a lot of. Remember when the game first came out and everyone thought he was trash? Now look at him. The guy is everywhere and he's cooking. Then you have Mantis. Then you have Loki. Loki's a tricky one because you really got to have some skill to play Loki. He's like kind of tough. But Storm was a character who they buffed in this most recent update, and it looks like they buffed her too much. Her ultimate comes up a lot and she deals great damage. I tried to use Storm. I tried to take advantage of the buffs that she was given, and I just couldn't do it. I don't know, my aiming sucks in this game. That's why I use like Scarlet Witch and like Jeff and like Magic. Oh, and also Star-Lord. I like that guy too. This was pretty interesting. It says this player got banned for 100 years for using cheating tools. I just don't get why people cheat. Some even have the audacity to type easy in the chat afterwards. They absolutely deserve the punishment. Marvel's Rivals is doing an amazing job showing that that they truly care about the community. So that is pretty interesting, right? Getting banned for 100 years for cheating. A lot of games out there struggle with cheating, and to see that Marvel's Rivals is not one of them is great. I'm happy that some games out there are having these tools ready to go on launch. It's crazy to release a game in 2025 and not have any type of like anti restrictions or counters to stop people from like abusing the game. But I also saw where it said someone was going to get banned, or was it Brett of getting banned for using mouse and keyboard on console, because you know in ranked they have PC players separated for console players. I was also told, I think I heard that they were thinking about merging all of it, PC and console in rank, but right now it's separate. And if you do try to use mouse and keyboard and they find out, they probably will try to take you down, and that's kind of weird. I don't know if they should do that, but I do understand that this game is very aim centric, and PC players, they just naturally have better aim. I think they should add in aim assist. I know I'm a console scrub. Add in aim assist and then just merge everything, and then boom, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. There was also this discussion that happened on January 14th. It says a new hero will be added to Marvel's Rivals every 1.5 months. This person did the calculations. If my calculations are correct, 1.5 months is one hero, 3 months is 2 heroes, 6 months 4 heroes, 12 months is 8 heroes. So that's 8 heroes a year. That's kind of a lot. You know, I come from fighting games, Street Fighter, Tekken, and all of that stuff. And, you know, Mortal Kombat does the most. Mortal Kombat does 6, but Street Fighter and Tekken, they do 4. So this is like double of like the average, which is kind of crazy. This person says there's over 80,000 multiverse Marvel characters. If we would divide that by 8 per year, it would take 10,000 years to get all 80,000 characters in Marvel's Rivals. Even though they're planning on adding a lot of characters in this game, they have a lot of characters to pick from. A lot of characters. And speaking of characters, bro, Cyclops. Look at this Cyclops Marvel's Rivals concept. I love seeing these because, one, whoever created these are so fire, but then two, what will the characters do when they really show up? That's the question that they ask. You know, what will their gameplay be like? Because there's so many great characters that's missing. When you stop and think about who's not in the game yet, it's crazy because it's like everyone. Marvel's Rivals game director confirmed that they still have no plans to add a role queue. This was something that was being pushed when the game first came out, and the dev said, no, we're not going to add a role queue. It limits the game. And they're still saying that. You know, I don't know why they felt the need to say it again, but basically they said it again. No role queue will lead to a richer gaming experience for everyone. And I agree. I think you, even still with people trying to pick like 4 damage or like no healers or 3 healers, like I still say just let everyone like experience the game. One thing that I like about this game is like when you're losing, you will see everyone on the team start to change characters and try to figure out a way to counter the enemy team. Literally, like someone would die, respawn new character. The other person die, respawn new character. And adding a role queue would limit what you can switch to, because some people will switch from a tank to a healer to a DPS and just go on and on and on. Maybe you still end up losing, but at least you have that ability to try to counter. I love the counterplay in this game. I love it.